Unfortunately, like everything in life, when a problem appears, we only then look for a solution. If my throat hurts, I want to know the reason for this pain. Could it be a virus? Could it be bacteria? Could it be a thyroid problem? Or could it be a heart problem? That's why in this video, I reveal the most important causes of a sore throat and how you can prevent worse health problems. A warm welcome to everyone. I am Dr. Landivar, naturopath, acupuncturist, conventional doctor, and founder of doctorlandivar.com. On this channel, as a conventional doctor, I treat my patients through natural medicine, homeopathy, and acupuncture before resorting to the use of pharmaceutical drugs. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit that little bell down below to receive all notifications and be among the first to see the new video. If you need an online consultation or quality supplements for your condition, visit doctorlandivar.com and stay until the end of the video, where you'll find tips and related videos on this topic. Excellent question. Why does my throat hurt? It turns out that many times we believe that a sore throat can be something mild, temporary, that in reality it's not important, and that it will simply disappear on its own. Although you may not believe it, on certain occasions this is something extremely serious, something that you absolutely must take very, very seriously, and you must grab it by the horns. Because if you fail to do so, you will discover that it degenerates into cancer, perhaps a serious heart problem, or even a heart attack, and ultimately death if you do not pay close attention. Sore throats can arise from a bacterial infection, a viral infection, a parasitic issue, glandular problems, or perhaps even some cells that are growing out of the norm, and a countless number of conditions that we must know how to differentiate to prevent the situation from getting worse. Therefore, in this video, I will reveal the most significant causes of a sore throat and how you can effectively reverse this health problem before it becomes too late. Before we continue, please don't forget to give a like to this video and visit the website doctorlandivar.com. I suggest you make every effort to always keep the thyroid gland that's in your throat functioning in a perfect way. If you do that, the majority of your organs and your entire body will be in good health. So having said that, don't forget to give a like to the video. And with that, let's continue. Number 1, bacterial infections. It turns out that one of the most common causes are infections within the family, and among the many types of infections, there are bacterial infections. Bacteria that often accumulate in the throat, perhaps the pharynx, the nasopharynx, or even the oropharynx, and curiously only makes the situation worse. Although you may not believe it, a small bacterium that lodges perhaps in the tonsils or in the throat somewhere causes and creates inflammation. That's where it starts to hurt, starts to get inflamed, the throat begins to swell, and up to that point, everything is more or less controllable. The problem is that many people wait until the fever starts, until the problem grows, and that can even degenerate into pneumonia. If we're not very careful, a sore throat can be an infection. So be careful. It can be a bacterial infection, a viral infection, or a parasitic infection. However, it is essential to pinpoint the root cause so that we can, quite obviously, address it in a more effective and natural way. What I would recommend to you in any case is to take something with chamomile and lemon, to take some kind of syrup, perhaps even one made from onion, lemon, garlic, and honey, to activate something antibacterial and antiviral in your throat and help you to improve them. If you need a quality supplement for your immune system to ensure your body's defenses can combat all types of infections, no matter their origin, look for ImmunoQuine and Imm-Defens by Phylan at doctorlandivar.com. Number 2, a problem with gastric reflux. The last thing we think is harming our throat is our stomach. But even if you don't believe it, it's quite common. When we have stomach problems where we don't digest food well, perhaps we regurgitate the food we've eaten, or even get gassy from time to time, it's very possible that we're suffering from acid reflux that reaches all the way up to our mouth. If we don't notice it, it's most likely occurring during the night. As we rest, we lie down in our beds and our stomach levels out, and all that acid then rises up through the esophagus, reaching the throat, irritating it, and causing you a problem, a pain, and an irritation that nobody knows where it could have possibly come from. And after that, when you go to the doctor and the doctor presents this as a potential option, that's when a light bulb finally goes off for you. Perhaps it's gastritis or reflux or some kind of digestive problem that needs to be resolved first, so you can then resolve the issue with your throat. If you need a quality supplement that can help resolve gastritis, poor digestion, and therefore reflux and sore throat, look for GI Balance, Probillion, and D-enzymes from Phylin at doctorlandivar.com. Number 3, thyroid problems. The thyroid is a gland, a very important gland that does much more than you can imagine. It is responsible for producing thyroid hormones, which are what give the entire body the rhythm at which it should function. If the thyroid doesn't function, then there will be no bodily function. You will feel tired without energy, you will gain weight, you will have little desire to do anything, and your hair, skin, and nails will fall out. If, on the other hand, your thyroid gland is overactive, then you will have much more energy, your skin will dry out, you will experience very rapid weight loss, and even your throat can become inflamed. Either way, I have discovered that people who have a slightly slow or an overly active thyroid can suffer from a sore throat. Perhaps their throat even feels scratchy, it bothers them. They can't swallow properly and no one knows. No doctor diagnoses the problem because the issue is so minor, and nothing internal can be found or demonstrated. What I suggest to you, and I suggest it again as I did at the beginning of the video, is to take something to ensure your thyroid can function properly, that it has all the necessary minerals, all the vitamins, all the ingredients, so that your body can react. If you need a quality supplement that can help your thyroid react and ensure that your entire organism can function, look for Metathyroid and Apple-Izer from Phylin at doctorlandivar.com. Number 4, you need to be very careful with your lymph nodes and with cancer. Lymph nodes are precisely small connected clusters, you could say, that go through all the most delicate parts of our body. They pass between our arteries, our tissues, our muscles, carrying all those cells and the immune system that will transport all the defenses of our human body. Interestingly, our neck and throat have extensive ganglionic and lymphatic connections, transporting many cells that consequently can become cancerous. In this case, a sore throat could indicate a problem of abnormal cell growth. If you have a sore throat that just won't go away with anything and suddenly you start to notice a small lump or another one in your neck, and that's why doctors often palpate to check for any deficiency, a problem, or an abnormal growth, you must be very careful. Your throat could be telling you something important, that it's time for you to get treatment before the situation becomes uncontrollable. What if it's cancer? What if it's a lymph node growth, a growth of cells, or perhaps even an immunological problem that is telling you there's an infection and that you need to treat right now before your throat and this region can get out of control? If you need a high-quality supplement that can help you with prevention, with proper ganglionic function, and with effective lymphatic cleansing all at the same time, then look for Imm-Defens, Apple-Izer, and Neuromatrix from Phylin at doctorlandivar.com. Number 5, muscle tension or cervical problems. Our neck is a very important place where most connections from the brain to the whole body pass. All nerves, glands, all hormones, everything the body needs to control passes through this same spot. The throat can indicate muscle tension, a cervical problem, a circulation issue, or countless conditions one can't even imagine exist. This area is very delicate, very important. So important, in fact, that often, even with a kick, I can kill someone precisely because I hit the right spot. Be careful with your throat. Check, make sure there's no cervical problem, no issue with the bones in your spine, no circulation problem, no problem of any kind, because your throat might be warning you that it's time to treat it before things get out of control. And don't forget to like the channel if you enjoyed it, sharing it with your family so they can be informed about the topic. If you have any doubts or questions, leave your comment below and I'll gladly answer it. If you need quality supplements for your condition or an online consultation, visit doctorlandivar.com. And right here in the other videos on this topic, you'll find valuable information that can help prevent serious illness in the future. Thank you for attending, and we hope to see you again soon.